clothes up. I'm about to put a curl up, get my bicep right now. Get my tricep right.
Shorty.
Lift a nigga up 6 feet in the air, calling out to the Lord. Put the Bible in your hand now. He can't save you. I'm like hell, nigga, burning in that ass, bitch. I got my weed though. I'm threading close though. I keep guiding my pistol on demand. I just come in demand. You see my niggas. I'm the real killer in here. About to traumatize a bitch. Traumatize your kids. Kill that bitch. That's nigga. Yeah. Flip the shit. Flip a brick. Get my rakes up. Going through the ranks. I'm a militant. Top general. Now I'm flipping shit.
He a militant top general, nigga. He just gonna do that shit. I'm the type of nigga that will fucking think about it, and now go and fucking have a fucking drink about it.
No, I'm gonna get ready. These niggas. Hit the nigga in the box, so put that in the box.
Chill. What's good, y'all? It's saadiq.ranks. It's been a while. It's been a couple of weeks since my last video, low key. Obviously, it's not a late night talk, but we still gonna put it under late night talks because it's gonna drop at that time. A lot has transpired for like the last couple of weeks. What you probably just saw is like a clip from something, but I've been doing a lot. I just came back from Georgia. I got to see my family and stuff like that. Unfortunately, it was because somebody passed in my family, my Theo, and that's what I'll be talking about today, and a couple of things. So we're gonna get to it though, because people have been telling me to just cut to the chase more and just speak more about my topics and whatnot. So I'm gonna just, do on that. So I haven't seen my family in months, not months, years, especially like the ones down south are like, down south like Florida, Georgia, and stuff like that, on my Puerto Rican side of my family. I haven't seen them in 3 to 4 years, practically, and like it was just really nice to see them and stuff like that. But as soon as I got down there, and we rented like an Airbnb because we had to go to a celebration of life, and as soon as I got down there, it was, oh, Saadiq put me on the podcast, Saadiq da-da-da about this podcast, the videos and stuff like that. And speaking about my last late night talk about the I'm Broke video, and one of my family members was like, she was like, Dan, you really ripped your dad apart. And I'm like, rip my dad apart? That wasn't the intention of the video at all. That wasn't my intention. I wasn't trying to paint my dad in like a negative light at all, because it's not the case. Like my family supports me very well, and the video was more about community's wants and needs and prioritizing those of what we usually see as wants as a need. And I was just using myself as an example, but I was not trying to portray my family in a light as if like they don't provide for me, because they do. And I'm 18 as well, so like stuff like this, like I could pay for it. So that wasn't my intentions. I just wanted to clear that up, because I know going forward, I'm learning when it comes to this camera stuff, and I'm learning of what to include and what not to include, and to be able to speak my truth, but also to be reserved. So I'm still learning, and I apologize if I offended anybody, but it's not my intentions, and going forward, it's not my intentions. So aside from that, right? So me and my mom had to drive down to around Atlanta in the beginning of last week, and we drove back, so I'm back now in New York, and I've learned a lot, and I learned a lot from a family that I've barely got to see, like my Theo, and I learned a lot, like being able to travel to his home and see a lot of the projects that he was working on and stuff like that, and just during the celebration of life, like I don't know, like I got to learn so much from somebody that I knew so little of, especially about like the love that he had around him and surrounded around him, and the family, and just the different projects that he was working on. Like it was very inspiring. And although like I had to sit through a lot of like emotions when it came to like grief and my family feeling grief, and like me having to comfort my family, but also like feeling inspired at the same time, because like I got to see a lot of his accomplishments, and I didn't get to really know him as much as I wanted to, and learn from him like hands on and like physically. But like now I don't know, it put me in like a good mindset, and like of where I aspire to be, and I have like pretty good vision of like what I want to do, but it just adds more to the plate. And you know, like I thank my Theo for that, because it's just very, I don't know, it's very inspiring. And like for example, like when I was at my family's home, I got to see the dogs that he was breeding, and you know, a bunch of those dogs like went to like different family members and stuff like that. But you know, he trains dogs and he breeds dogs and stuff like that. But it was very cool to have that around, because I saw how like my cousins interacted with them, and I saw how my other titis and my Theo, my other Theos like interacted with them. I'm just like, wow, like this is something that I want. Like maybe not breeding dogs, but definitely having animals around me, because it's like a different type of love than human love, you know. Like it's just very different. And I got to see like how those little, even though he was breeding dogs, like those little pockets of love got to get spread around like the different areas and stuff like that. It's just so, I don't know, it's just so crazy. And I don't know, left a very good impact, especially on me and my family around, and it's just inspiring. But aside from that, seeing my other family was nice. Like seeing all my titis and my uncle and just like the people around, it's just beautiful. Like it just lets me know like I was very disconnected from my family, just because, you know, travel and me growing up and stuff like that. But I realized I never want that to happen again, especially with my cousins, because like it took something like this to happen for us to go down, and I never want that to happen again, you know. But it was just good to see that, and like it's good for like my family to get more acquainted with my mom and stuff like that. And I don't know, I just see a lot more light ahead. This definitely gonna be a shorter video and stuff like that, because I just want to knock some stuff out. I'm gonna be cranking these videos out, facts, because I'm tired of not doing this and stuff like that. Like I have no other excuse. I really don't, like, I have no excuse as to why I'm not uploading and recording more videos and stuff like that. And I need to get more on it, because I bought this camera for a reason. I did all this stuff for a reason, and I want to get jump started on my media stuff. I have a lot more other updates to get to, but I'll probably put that in a different video when it comes to like my professional stuff. I don't know, like I want to make more videos, you know, because I got different facets to me, you know, and like different areas to me. Like I just came back from the city a couple of days ago, after traveling to Georgia, but I just came back to the city a couple of days ago, and I was doing my trainings and stuff like that for my job. That I'm gonna be back in the city in a couple of weeks now, and I'm very excited for that, because I'm working for the program that pays my tuition. So it's kind of dope. And you know, like it's just nice, because when I'm here, I'm a little bit lazier and stuff like that. It's slower and stuff like that. I get up later. It's 3:43 right now. Like in the city, I'm way more motivated. I get a lot more things done, and I'm glad that I had a little break and stuff like that. But I'm ready to go back to the city and knock out some stuff and be able to have fun, but at the same time like stay motivated. And that's where these videos is gonna come to. So expect a late night talk way sooner than later, okay? The next one's gonna come right after. So I love y'all. I hope y'all keeping love around you. And yeah, it's been Saadiq. I'm gonna talk to y'all. Like, subscribe, do whatever. Shout out and rest in peace to my Theo Joe. You will be missed, and keep love around you guys. And it's been Saadiq.